What up, though? What it do? What's happening? It's your main man's DJ Main Event here with the Pioneer DDJ-Rev 5. And I've had it for a couple months, did a couple gigs with it. And I just wanted to give y'all 5 quick pros, cons of what it's like having it. And, you know, let's get into it. First off, let's talk about why I bought it. I'm regularly using turntables, but one, a lot of clubs in Atlanta don't have turntables. And they usually have some type of CDJ Pioneer controller type situation. So I wanted to get something that I could practice on. So here we are with this, and so far I'm loving it. It's great, it's amazing, it does everything I need it to do. It's perfect for being mobile, because don't nobody want to carry turntables and a mixer all the time. Like, it's over with. Let's jump into these pros and cons. First off, let's get all the obvious stuff out of the way. Of course, I love the big jog wheels. Make it easy. I wish there was a screen, but you know, the marker is good enough for me. The pads, of course, just like my 72, and the paddles. The effect paddles are great. They solid, they feel good. Which brings me to my first pro about this board, and that's the ability to stack effects. So rather than just getting one effect at a time, I can stack them and get this effect. The only thing I don't like about the effect paddles, like on my Range 72, they aren't reversible. I reverse my paddles, so down usually stays for me and up is temporary, but most of my cons are remappable on this board, so you know, it is what it is. It's fixable. So pro number 2 would be the auto BPM transition feature. You can basically make a transition track without using sync and have a song transition from one BPM to your next BPM, and you can select over how many bars that transition goes. But I just learned the other day that you can also do some other cool features too, like take out the stems and auto loop. All you have to do is hit select and then, you know, select the features that you want to enable, and you can do stuff like this. You can see the BPM went from 100 to 105 automatically. And it took out the stems and it auto looped for me. Can't get better than that. Con number 3 would be, I just wish there was a pitch bend, 2 pitch bend buttons right here like on the Rev 7. I'm used to DJing on that and the Flex 10. I don't think the Flex 10 has it, but it would just be convenient because it's kind of like muscle memory for me now. So going back to the different stems feature, pros 3 and 4 are definitely related to stems. Number 3 is gonna be the stems level feature, where you can basically control your stems with your EQ knobs. So I can play, take out the vocals, take out the bass and the melody, and the drums, all from the EQ. Pro number 4 would be the stem split feature, where you can basically take the stems on one song and transfer it to the other channel. So you can do something like this. So now I got the acapella on this side and the instrumental on this side. Sticking with stems, my con number 3 would be there is no dedicated stems pad. You have to hit shift and then save loop to get into stems mode. But that brings me to pro number 5 is you have dedicated stems buttons up here, but you can also use these for hot cues and your sampler. I usually put my hot cues up here, put the sampler down here, or stems down here, so I can use the stems effects, and it works out. Last pros and cons about this board, like I said earlier, everything is remappable, so you know, you're pretty much flexible, but I wish this scroll knob also acted as the load button like it does on the Flex 10, but you know, I could reprogram that. But outside of that, you know, con number 5, there is no number 5. It's a great board. I actually think this should be the industry standard replacement for the 1000 if you're not going to get a Rev 7. Great board. It's solid. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It feels solid. You know, it could be a little more sturdy, but if you keep it in a case, you'll be fine. I take it everywhere with me now. It's my go-to board. I'm not taking turntables out the house anymore. It's not happening. I do have a SB3, but that doesn't, you don't want that for every gig. This is versatile. It works. It does what it needs to do, and I love it. It's a great board. Looking for one and you don't want moving platters, this is the board to get, in my opinion. Bonus pro about this board is the auxiliary. It has an auxiliary input in the back where if you're in a pinch, you can plug up a aux cord and stand alone, no computer, no nothing, you can have music playing. I don't know if that matters to anybody but me, but you know, I like backups for backups for backups for backups. So that's my take on the board. Let me know if you want more content like this, reviews, stuff like that. And this is my first time using a DJI mic, so let me know what y'all think in the comments. Stay tuned for the next video.